Oh, my good friend, you are here to visit Rabbi of Elohim, the greatest Kabbalah of Eng Zohan of your generation, because you have seen this Torah title. So you want Rabbi of Elohim, the greatest Kabbalah of Eng Zohan of your generation, to give you the rightful interpretation to this Torah title. So what Torah interpretation do we have? Torah interpretation of Shoftim. Shoftim is Hebrew language. Translated of Shoftim to English, it becomes Judge. Judge chapter 5, verse 11. Louder than the voice of the archer in the place of drawing water. So you want interpretation to this title, Torah. Good. The fact is that let them recite the righteous act of Hashem, which is Shoftim, chapter 5, verse 11. He said, the voice of Archer in the voice of Jacob, because Haka, me as it is written, and there went out a champion. As you can see, the being in the horse hold what is called Archer in his hand, which means champion, which is first Shemot. Shemot is Hebrew language. Translated of first Shemot to English, it becomes First Samuel chapter 17, verse 4. In the place of drawing water, mean that Jacob, Tiferet, dwell among those who draw water on high. He referring to the Zeapim that travel along the two sides, right and left, and combine them between himself, thereby reviewing their perfection, Rabbi of Elohim. The greatest Kabbalah of Eng Zohan of your generation look into this teaching of Hashem Elohim of Eng Zohan and concluded by saying, in this verse, there let them recite the righteousness act of Hashem. There is the place of faith, which is queen. This queen, namely the female principle above the Shezid of Zeapim. Shezid is Hebrew language. Translated of Shezid to English, it becomes grace. Zeapim is Hebrew language. Translated of Zeapim to English, it becomes Sis Shaba, that include themselves together, that become small face. To cleave to, there let them recite the righteous act of Hashem, mean that they absorb the righteous act of Hashem. From there, the phrase, the righteous act toward the inhabitants of his village, which is the continuation of the verse, louder than the voice of the archer allowed to the righteous of the world, namely Yeshud of Zeapim, who is the covenant and a holy. He draw and take everything and discharge into the great sea, namely the female principle. This supernal water, namely his machine, that I draw from Ima, the supernal water, the phrase in Israel, which end the verse mean that Israel shall inherit this covenant of the Holy One, blessed be His, that gave this to them as an everlasting inheritance. May the peace of Shabbat Shalom be with each and every one of you as you have listened to the teaching of Hashem Elohim of Eng Zohan today. My name remains the same Rabbi of Elohim, the greatest Kabbalah of Eng Zohan of your generation. Shabbat Shalom.